we want to get into the psyche of the everyday person.
Leave chai. मैं जीना छोड़ दूंगा, चाय नहीं छोड़ पाऊंगा मैं. There's a proper addiction of ordering food from these delivery apps. We underestimate knowing our own body, Vanessa.
There's an internal body image thing going on.
I stopped carbs, but nothing was happening. Cold water baths give you the same ice cocaine. I don't like tomatoes. मेरा ना सिंपल मैथ्स रहता है, हफ्ते का 1 kg. Stop talking about food.
Like with focaccia bread.
मत कर.
Just deli meats.
Stop.
And cheese.
Can I just go?
Thank you, Parikshit, for being with us on The Fix here today, which is our 5th episode. We're so happy to have you here.
I'm so glad to be here.
And we're going to discuss some very fun and interesting topics with you. So we want to get into sort of the psyche of the everyday person, right? What it is to follow a fitness routine, what it is to face the ups and downs, what it is to stay consistent.
Right.
I mean, we have had conversations with a lot of experts. We've had a lot of nutritionists. We've had a lot of PE coaches, etc., who do this for a living, right? For you and I, for example, it's an everyday struggle. It is not something that comes easily.
And we're not the traditional, go to the gym every day, work out for 4 hours.
Yeah, I wasn't born to wake up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym.
Yeah, same.
No,
same.
That wasn't. I love food.
Yeah.
I'm a major foodie.
Correct.
And so are you.
Bro,
We've had these
सुबह 6 बजे उठ के
conversations.
स्कूल नहीं गया कभी. I was always late for school. Imagine now, karma. I have to wake up every day at 4:30 to go to work.
So how do you do that? I've been thinking about your schedule, right? So you wake up at 6 a.m. You go to work. Once you're done, you have a lot of events that you do after. What's your schedule like? What's your routine like on a daily basis?
This was the main reason why I gained weight again. By the way, just this story that I've gained and lost my weight so many times that sometimes you realize कि हाँ यार, I'm gaining weight, but ठीक है, I will lose weight. That confidence sometimes becomes negligence.
Yeah.
And you gain weight all over again.
Yeah.
So what happened was my schedule when COVID hit was a schedule where I was bound to gain weight. I used to wake up and we were the essential sectors because we're media, right?
Correct.
So we used to still go to do my show, finish at 10:30, come home, eat. That time deliveries were still on, right? We used to eat food, literally not even like work out at that time. Gyms were all closed. Watch a TV show,
Netflix.
do nothing. Netflix. Don't move, don't do anything at all. Order lunch, eat lunch, sleep in the daytime. Wake up by 5:36.
Snack.
Go for a walk with my dog. Even, sometimes even that was not allowed. Just come up again, order again. And literally, this is my TV. I've had food on my bed, kept it right next to my bed, slept.
Yeah.
I was mushkil se doing 200 steps that during the COVID times.
I think most of us.
Most of us.
yeah.
And I gained a lot of weight during COVID. And I had one picture, I looked at myself like, what's happening? I need to lose weight.
I think that's something really common for a lot of people in UAE especially. That's what we all faced. I think I was my heaviest at the end of COVID.
Right?
Yes.
Everybody
100%.
was. Everybody
I was
was.
not magically in some amazing... I did not have that routine where I woke up in COVID times and work out inside the house because you can't go to the gym or whatever. And yes, you eat whatever. What do you do when you're at home? You eat, right?
What else?
That's what we did.
And that's the time all these delivery apps, made the best.
Yes.
They made all the moolah because that was the time when I remember, there are these grocery delivery InstaShop. Nobody used it before. I mean, they were still struggling to get the business going. But once COVID hit, everybody was on delivery apps.
Money.
And I was actually, researching. There's a huge addiction. I'm not talking about like a aadat. There's a proper addiction of ordering food from these delivery apps. Look it up. It's as addictive as...
I mean, I think I would say I order groceries at least twice a day because it's so convenient.
Yeah.
Like I'll order once in the morning and you forget certain things and then you go back and order because it's not like you're...
Correct.
Yeah. It's not a big deal.
I'm not talking about groceries. I'm talking about food. There've been days, I don't know if somebody watching this will relate or not, but there've been days where like, kuch khane ka man kar raha hai yaar.
Yeah.
And every day you'll be on those delivery apps.
Trying to find what's new.
Find something what's new.
What's new, what has better ratings,
Correct.
what's high up on the
list.
list.
And you end up ordering. And that's the first thing I realized I should do, which is stop ordering so much from outside. Then I got into, palm oil and then got into how... And the problem is, hum log ka conditioning is so that once you order something, you have to finish it. You can't leave it.
Yes, you can't leave it. No.
And that's a huge portion, man.
Yeah.
Then I researched and then I got back to portion control. So that's how eventually, I started getting fitter
I
again.
think what a really fun thing to try would be how people do a social media detox.
Yeah.
To try a delivery detox.
I did that. I uninstalled all my food apps. The first thing, I uninstalled it. And that's when I realized, okay, why is it getting so difficult for me to, not resist it? Then I looked it up and it said it's as addictive as any other addictive substance.
That's crazy. That is very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So you've traveled over 100 countries.
Right.
Right? What did you do, or was it easy to maintain a schedule, or was it easy to sort of say no to the things? Or did you just say, I'm on vacation, this is what
Always
I'm
on
going to do?
vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me now, there's so many fitness trainers that tell you, make it a part of your routine. You know. I'm a guy jisko gyan pasand nahi hai. I'm a guy who just I'm very impulsive.
Yeah.
Since childhood, I've never followed a routine. I'm more of, let's do this. Let's see what happens. If this sounds amazing, let's try it. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to go on a vacation and go like, nay. When I can try, snails, I don't want to be eating salads.
Yes.
So that's my routine. I don't follow a timetable.
So, but I think portion control is something you can definitely try when you're on leave. So if you can go on vacation, you can travel, you can try all the best food, but it's not necessary that you have to eat 2 donuts. Maybe try half a donut.
I like more local stuff, which
Cuisine.
is cuisines, which is anything, not sugar, but mostly like your beef, your chicken, your
Which
pork.
is one of the best cuisines you've tried? Like for you, which is your favorite out of everything you've tried?
I mean, there's so many, dude. There's the Peruvian cuisine. There is, you go to Georgia, there's a different cuisine. There, Kinkale is so good. Goulash. It's so good. But I never thought Georgia would be so good in terms of food. And I never thought Japan. Now when I went to Japan, there was nobody talking about Japanese food. Now Korean food and Japanese food is a fad or a culture because of social media, right? When I went there, I was surprised. I was not even big time into sushi. But when I went there, I was like, my God, Korean cuisine, I'm not talking about Korean barbecues.
No.
You go to Korea, you know what they do? Oh my God, I'm salivating. So they bring all these, these spices and kimchis and chicken and everything. They light it up in front of you on the table, and then chicken on one side if you want spicy chicken, and then the non-spicy chicken or with veggies on the other side, and they let it cook on the table in front of you with some soju. It's good. And the best part is I don't research right before going somewhere because I want to be surprised. I don't want to see everything on the internet that I'm going to
and decide what you're going to eat.
Yeah. So I go there, and that's where you get really surprised. You ask the people there, what do you think we should try? That's the part of, doing unexplored things or things that you don't know out of your comfort zone is the best part about travel for me.
It's so important to maintain that balance. A lot of people have different schools of thought, definitely on this. Whether if you are following a fitness journey or if you're trying to be fit, then this is what you should do. And when you're on vacation, these are the tips and this is the travel food that you should have. But when you're traveling, you're going to try the local cuisine. You're going to experience the life. You have to experience everything, right? So what do you do when you come back to say, okay, I'm back now and I got to get back into my routine?
It's the toughest part for me to get back to the routine because my weight gain, I know how it happens is I don't go to the gym for 1 week. That 1 week becomes 1 month. 1 month becomes 2. 2 becomes 3. 3 becomes 6. And then the weight is back. So when I'm back, I take 2 days off. I don't rush into things. I take 2 days off. I take 3 days off. But then I need some push. There have been times where I've gone to the gym, sat outside in my car, like, yaar, aaj nahi ho payega. Then you have to go in. You have to.
Sometimes it's just that step. Just take that step, get in.
Correct.
And then the system automatically follows.
And it's not natural for me, right? Mm-hmm. I'm more of I'll go play sports. I'll go play cricket. I'll go play something else. I'll do physical activity. Yeah, mere liye na, I'll be very honest. I have to do this because I'm in the public platform. Mm-hmm. So I have to do this. And it's something that keeps me going. It's a literally requirement of my job.
Do you think your job is affected, or do you see a significant difference between what you book because of the way you look?
Yes and no, both. I never noticed it. Other people did. And now a lot of people have told me this. But also now I'm working harder, I'm working more because I want to.
Yeah.
At that time, I was also lazy with that. Haan, theek hai na yaar. So what happened was, because I'm in media, right? So I'm not an influencer, I'm a radio presenter. I've hosted some of the
So
biggest
you're mostly
concerts.
not on camera.
I am.
On your
I'm
job,
on stage.
like
I'm
on stage, yes.
all the time. Radio
Yeah.
stage. I'm on camera on radio as well.
Yeah.
Like there's social media videos coming up, right? So I've hosted some of my biggest concerts when I was at my heaviest. So I've hosted A.R. Rahman twice. So here's the deal, right? Because my radio station also was letting me host a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
I never noticed the difference because I was working.
Correct.
I was hosting weddings. I was.
Yeah.
But now I don't know. Is this because of the weight or because I'm constantly looking for more work?
But also there is a fact with me.
Yeah.
This is my personal experience, right? When I was at my heaviest, the way I did things was different.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Maybe.
I was a little bit lazier.
Right.
There's an internal body image thing going on, okay? So it might not be external. They might not be people telling you what it is, but it is like, maybe, I want to push this
And
right now.
here's the same conversation I've had with my wife. She, at one point in time, never used to take pictures. She never used to take videos. But never the scene with me, right? I told her the same thing. I never, in my head, okay, I used to play cricket, right?
Yeah.
I used to go to the gym. I still used to run between the wickets. I used to dive. In my head, because I've been an athlete while growing up. Yeah. I've represented, at a great level for cricket. Not the best, but I've represented cricket.
Yeah.
I've done karate. I used to do gymnastics. So in my head, I've always been agile.
Correct.
In my head, I've always been, dekh lunga yaar, body to, matlab, I can still move, right? I was very flexible. So I never thought that I was way, that body shaming, or because I was also in the public eye, I was taking videos every day, I was taking photos every day. It's always that one photo that is not your angle that you see on social media. And you're like, okay.
This is real.
Yeah, because when you're in public eye, you know your angles.
Yeah.
Right? You take
It's
your
the
angles.
candid pictures.
Yeah.
It's the candid pictures.
It's the picture that somebody else takes, and then you realize, okay, it's time to do something about this.
And I'm sure they were at different ages in your life.
Right.
Has that up and down become more difficult as you've grown older?
Oh my God, more? भाई मुझे लगा impossible. मुझे लगा अब मेरा cholesterol was 400. And that's the time when I thought, okay, I have to make a change, because I'm a guy who never takes medicines.
Yeah.
Or probably it's nothing to flex, but I hardly go to the doctor. I don't go to doctors or take painkillers.
It's a very Indian thing to do.
Maybe 100%.
It is in our, it's sort of ingrained and built in us, in our desi mentality, I would say, that unless you're really sick or something
Absolutely,
really
but
wrong,
I think
you
it
don't
is
go to the
healthier
doctor.
not to get on those
100%.
pharmaceutical medicines, right? Painkillers
sure.
are so easy to take, but why to take a
If
painkiller?
you can solve the problem naturally, why not?
Exactly. I know people who go to the gym and their body's sore, and the next day they'll take a painkiller. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Why? And also, this is the conversation where I was like, okay, now I'm in my 30s, and it is because my 20s, bro, I used to lose weight because I used to run the treadmill. Now when I did cardio, even that was affecting me negatively because I was losing muscle weight.
Yeah.
It has become so difficult after 30s.
Do you think that now you're more careful with this whole, once you realize that it's a harder thing to do?
My first thing I know is the day I stop eating carbs, I'll lose weight. So this time after my 30s, I stopped carbs, but nothing was happening. The weight now, even now, my goal, मेरा ना simple maths रहता है. हफ्ते का 1 kg. हफ्ते का 1 kg, if you look like that, is not difficult.
But as you grow older, hafte
It
ka 1
is.
kg is impossible.
And for me, hafte ka 1 kg when I was in my 20s was, my God, so there have been times where I've lost 8 kilos in a month. And now it was so difficult to lose even 4 kilos, 3 kilos a month. And I was like, okay, what is happening? Then, of course, age.
Yes. And your
then
metabolism is different.
Metabolism is gone for a toss.
Plus, your body also gets used to it. So now your body knows, okay, so he's going to deprive me of carbs for some time.
Yeah.
So now your body knows, it's learned. So he's saying, okay, fine, stop carbs. See if that'll affect
right?
me.
And this is what is happening everywhere because there's so much information on the internet. कुछ बोलते हैं carbs खाओ, कुछ बोलते हैं carbs मत खाओ, कुछ बोलते हैं fiber खाओ, कुछ बोलते हैं fat first. So it's just whatever works for you.
Correct.
Do not, watch a reel and then start following that is for me.
So I just had a conversation with Ali.
Okay.
So he's one of the leading
Right.
PE trainers
Right.
in the
Right.
UAE,
Right.
right? And he said, there is no one size fits all.
Thank you.
There is no plan.
We need someone like that.
Yeah. He says, so when you ask him, okay, what tips can you get someone who's trying to lose weight? He's like, you need to see the person.
Absolutely.
You need to see their lifestyle. You need to see what's working for them, what's not. He's like, do blood test, understand your body, and then do what works for you. It's a trial and error method at the end of the day.
It's very important to know that.
And it's also very important to remember, like you mentioned, there was a time where I went off carbs and I lost a whole bunch of weight. But after my second child, went off carbs again, didn't make a dent, not even a little bit. I knew I was insulin resistant and I knew that was a problem. So I was like, okay, so not eating carbs should help me, right? It should automatically help me, but it didn't, right? So then I had to go on a calorie deficit, and then I had to work out so much and get into strength training and things. I have never liked strength training, ever. I'm a runner, always have been. But now running doesn't do anything for me. It's just I do it for stress, anxiety, whatever, to bring my stress down. But otherwise, nothing else. So as you change, as you grow older, your body's going to keep changing. And you have to find what is right for you in that moment.
We underestimate knowing our own body, Vanessa. For me, I'm not going to talk about anyone else. I didn't know my body. मेरे को क्या था ना, मैं वो था कि हाँ ठीक है, कल से रोटी बंद है, कल से 2 घंटे जिम में जाना है, हो गया काम. And it was working till my 20s. Once 30s, I had to research, I had to read up, I had to do blood tests. I had to change the things I did, change the way I did things.
Always. One of the first things you should do when you're facing these issues, go get a blood test done. When you're seeing that, okay, my weight is fluctuating a lot and this is not working for me, find the underlying cause. There definitely is an underlying cause. You need to find out what that is, right? And there's so much about all of these fad diets, especially on social media right now. This 28-day challenge, 15-day challenge, and just clouding people's judgment.
Bro, I've
so
done
much.
everything. I come from the era जहाँ पे मैंने Atkins भी किया है भाई. Atkins के.
So can you list the different types of diets you've tried?
Keto I've done. Low carb I've done. There used to be a diet जहाँ पे ना सिर्फ soup होता था. I forgot the name. They used to give a soup.
Like a juice cleanse?
No. I've done a juice cleanse also.
Oh my
Then
God.
मेरा end में हो गया तो juice में चाट मसाला डाल के पीता. कुछ हो तो नहीं रहा है. Let's just have चाट मसाला. And then I used to mess with my wife. उसके juice में मैं चाट मसाला डाल के पीता था. Anyways, that's a different story. So there's a soup diet that they give you soups, like these packets of soup, like 5 packets a day.
And you just mix water and have soup all day?
All day.
And how do you sustain on that?
You don't. 3 दिन में सारी वापस में और the worst part is I try these diets for 2-3 days, then I come back with a vengeance. कह रहे हो गया नहीं हो रहा, 10 वड़ा पाव खाऊंगा मैं. It's just, यार मेरे लिए it's just about keeping it simple.
Yeah.
The more I complicate it, the more it is. Like remember when I was on CurryFit?
Yeah.
What was the conversation we had? मुझे simple खाना दे दो.
I can't do this.
I can't
fad
do this.
diets.
I can't do fat because I've tried everything.
Yeah.
Right. Give me simple food. Give me low carbs. Give me 1800 calories. Give me whatever you want. Give me chicken, give me egg. And I'm not fussy about eating at all. Right? Zero fuss. I've till date never asked my wife what's for lunch, what's for dinner. She wakes up, she tells the cook, whatever is ready, I take it out from the fridge. Till date, I eat.
Yeah.
Whatever. आज लौकी खा के आया, मैंने जिंदगी में लौकी नहीं खाई होगी कभी.
There's a very big difference with how we eat food, right? Like in our culture. So we've not been taught, I think, that I will eat this, I will not eat this. I mean, I don't know if this happened with you, but I don't think I don't think our mothers ever asked us, "Aaj khane mein kya khana hai?" Not very often. It doesn't happen. It's just that, and okay, whatever's on your plate needs to be done. You need to finish what's on your plate.
For me, it was not, so see, I don't relate with that because I left home very early.
Okay.
I left home when I was 14. So for me, food was survival. I have food on my table is enough. I can't be fussy. वो आजकल जो होता है ना, who live with their parents and they have options saying, hey, what do you want to eat? Okay, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like I don't like tomatoes. People who take out tomatoes from their burgers, I'm like, what's happening? The people. So again, for me, where my conditioning was, okay, at least I have lunch today because I'm outside. I'm living alone, right? And I have to figure out what to eat.
Yeah.
Never cooked. Go out. Jo mil gaya kha liya.
Correct.
Initially, my thing was looking at the the cheapest place to eat because it's a daily thing. Then I had a tiffin wala service. Then I moved to Jaipur where I had a restaurant right below my room. So then God's been grateful, shukr hai ke now like,
you have options.
I have options.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fussy eater. Now that's become my lifestyle, right? As long as this is healthy, I'm okay. Whatever. Now I've started enjoying salads a lot. I don't know why.
There's a craving for salads. It's an actual thing.
It is a thing,
crunch, you know?
I'm craving. So there's this salad, the Thai salad that you get.
The papaya salad?
Not the papaya salad. There's a Thai salad that you get at one of those restaurants at JLT. I love it. And there's the cucumber salad.
The smashed
Chinese
cucumber salad.
The cut cucumber Chinese.
Yeah. The spicy one with the sesame seeds
Stop
and
talking
everything.
about food. Bhook lag rahi hai.
Don't worry, we're going to get to that soon.
Let's go.
Yeah, salads is definitely a thing now.
Now I've started. I never thought in my life.
Salads.
But my thing is, again, people, when I used to eat salad, people were like, okay, don't put Caesar sauce in your salad.
Dressing.
Yeah, this and that. I'm like, nahi yaar, मैं खा रहा हूँ खाने दो. भले मैं, अगर मैं 100 calories extra खा रहा हूँ, it's still better than a samosa.
It's very important to be able to differentiate and say, look, this is option A. Option A is going to wreak havoc on my body.
Correct.
This is option B.
Correct.
Option B is a better option than A.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And choose what it is.
Correct.
And have that.
Correct.
There are a lot of people who can maintain a very rigid lifestyle.
Right.
Like they can go gluten free, they can go dairy free, they can do the whole 9 yards. More power to them.
Correct.
And that is amazing.
Absolutely.
Very good for you. Right? If your body can do it, go for it. If you are mentally strong enough to do it,
First thing I was told when I wanted to lose weight for the last time was leave chai. मैं जीना छोड़ दूंगा, चाय नहीं छोड़ पाऊंगा मैं. Because again, my thing is, my show, I have to sound energetic. Not one size fits all, right? I need my chai to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning and make sure people are listening to me and they're not listening to a grumpy jock at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Correct.
I can't be unhappy in life.
But what is your line? Where would you draw the line for yourself? No, this has gone too far. And
My problem is bread. I used to be fat. I'm still overweight. I'm still 85, 86. But I don't like pastas. I don't like pizzas. You'll never see me having a cold drink. You'll never see me having fries, burgers. I'm not a burger, pizza, junk food guy. You put a shawarma in front of me. I'm not. You put a shawarma in front of me. You put a paratha in front of me. You put a sandwich in front of me. Like a proper one of those nice American, not Subways. I'm talking about sandwiches.
like with focaccia bread.
Mat kar.
And
Please stop it.
Just deli meats.
Stop.
And cheese.
Can I just go? Yes, that's my problem. I make love to those sandwiches. I make love to a shawarma. And that's my problem. And bread is my main problem. One thing I told you, right? Carbs.
Yeah.
The one thing I changed in my home cooked food as well, I moved to ragi roti.
Very good.
I moved to quinoa roti.
Yeah.
Because I want my rotis. Yeah.
Yes.
I want my roti.
There
I
is
don't do chawal
always a
also. I hate chawal.
substitute. There is always a substitute. There is always a substitute. You just need to find the right substitute. So even for us at CurryFit, what we practice is we're not going to deprive you of the food that you're used to eating.
And I know that.
Right? There's no deprivation here. I'm not going to say there's no more roti in your life, no more rice in your life. No. Portion control and find the right substitute to it.
Absolutely.
That's all you need. But again, I wouldn't say this is not a one size fits all.
Absolutely.
Right? There are some people that medically need to stay away from certain foods.
And
like if you have celiac disease, you have to stay away from gluten. It's not a choice.
No, absolutely. I'm pretty much lactose intolerant, I think.
Yeah.
But chai nahi chhod raha main. मैं bathroom छड़ा दूंगा but chai nahi छोड़ूंगा. Yeah, I know what you mean, right? But this is again where you need to know your own body.
Correct. You need to draw a line somewhere.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's why I would not have a sandwich every day. I would not have a paratha every day. I moved to quinoa roti, bajra roti.
How do you select what food you're going to... I know you have, like you cook at home, who gets that done for you, yes. But when you're out all day on shows, etc., what do you do at your meals?
Where I've only, like this weekend, I was shooting a show with Yuvraj Singh and my call time was at 3 p.m. I had my breakfast, I moved out, and then I've only ordered, but now I'm also ordering healthy food. But if there's no choice, then I'm okay. So it's again, this should not be the only thing
that's driving you.
Yeah. ठीक है ना यार, एक दिन खा लिया मैंने सैंडविच, क्या हो गया?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up to it.
Make the healthier choice. Like instead of going for what would cause some serious, set you back seriously, you make a slightly
Right.
better
And then
decision.
I moved on to protein bars, which is my favorite thing. I was actually having a protein bar while I walked in here.
Did you know that protein bars, even though they say no sugar, they
Have a lot of sugar.
a lot of sugar in it?
And that's why I keep reading. Again, Liz has also recently learned that you need to read the ingredients.
Yeah.
So there's a protein bar that I've found has decent amount of protein, which is about 20 grams of protein, 15
Okay.
grams of protein, but less sugar. Sugar hoga har jagah.
Yes.
Less sugar. It's like samosa versus
Again,
Caesar
making a
salad.
choice.
Making a choice.
Making a conscious decision.
They have a lot of sugar.
But then being aware of that is good.
It's
being
very important.
Being completely aware of what
Yeah.
you're consuming and what
Yeah.
you're putting in your body is good. Going through that phase where you're like, oh, this has no sugar on it, so I'm going to have 4 protein bars and this is amazing and this is going to be my meal replacement.
Going to this is an energy bar. It's made of peanuts. Bakwas.
Yeah.
It's only sugar and chocolate.
Yeah. So just accept what it is, and then
absolutely.
you go through with it.
But sometimes because I'm working and I'm on my toes for 12 hours, 10 hours, I need that energy as well. So that kind of is burnt.
So how's your gym routine been lately?
Again, I've not been to the gym in the last 1 week. And
That happens. We all fall off the wagon when work
it's all
is
because
there.
of work.
Yeah.
And then today I went to the gym, didn't work out. Went there, sat with my trainer. I was like, bhai, I'm really sorry. I need to come back. And I know this. Yeah, we'll go back again tomorrow. And then for the next, till I travel, I'm going back to the gym every day. Then I finish my work around 1:32, go to the gym for an hour. And it's again, 1 घंटा ना वो निकालना बहुत ज़रूरी है यार.
Yeah.
Finish that gym, go do my events, get out, come home, do my other work.
Have you tried the ice bath?
Yes.
I've personally, I've never tried it. What's the experience like?
It's again, so I researched, I was researching on that as well. Apparently, you should not do frequent ice baths
Okay.
because it puts your body into so much stress that that is your body's stress response. When you imagine a plane crashing, right? And it doesn't crash when you land, you're obviously going to feel good. Like, oh my God, I'm not dead.
Yes.
That's the feeling that your
That's
ice
the
bath gives you.
euphoria you're feeling.
That's the feeling that your ice bath gives you. Yes, cold water baths are as good. They make you feel, and this is completely done in nature. I've done this. I was in Australia. There's an oldest rainforest called Daintree. In that, you know about these lazy rivers that you see in these water parks?
Yeah.
The original lazy river is in Daintree rainforest. It's cold. What you do is it's a flowing river. You swim in that, and you have these. What do you call these floaters?
Canoes? Oh.
These floaters. Then you lie on these, and that's ice cold water. That's where I learned ice water or cold water baths give you the same euphoria and same high as cocaine.
Wow.
But ice water bath, what you do when you submerge in yourself, you should do it to trigger your body's responses. Stress response, but not frequently. I see people doing this every week. I've done it twice, but not every week. I wouldn't do it every week.
I think that's a lot.
Yeah, this is also something there, and there'll be other, side as well, which is said, no, do it. Again, whatever fits you. किसी और के ज्ञान को मत देखो, खुद करके देखो.
Correct. There is definitely no one size fits all.
And this is why I keep saying somebody who's not done it before has no right to give you gyan.
Yeah.
Somebody who's never made a movie, and I know this is going to get us into trouble. I can see the comments already, but I'm going to say it. Somebody who's never made a movie before, somebody who's never held a camera before, somebody who's never gone inside a kitchen and been in a chef's hat before can't review food.
100%.
Because you're criticizing somebody else's work, but you don't know how to do it.
Correct.
You can't go inside a theater and watch a movie. Yes, you can say how you felt about it. Yeah. You have your right to talk about a movie. You can't rate it, bro. You can't rate it. You can't rate somebody else's hard work when you don't know how it's done.
Yeah.
I know 90% of the people who wouldn't even know what exactly a cinematographer does.
Or what goes into the kitchen, what the chef
Absolutely,
does.
what a non-linear narration is.
Into it.
Or what a chef, what kind of preparations does a tiramisu take.
Yeah.
But you'll have a bite like, it's too sweet for me. Bhag yahan se. You know what I mean?
You know, one of the movie Chef, have you seen that movie? No. Where he prepares molten chocolate lava cake, right, and he serves it to the food critic, right, and the critic takes one bite, whatever, and then he says, well, there was the cake was undercooked, and that's why the center that was undercooked, blah blah blah. And so the chef says, well, that's a completely wrong review, because that's
chocolate lava cake is not just undercooked chocolate cake. That's not what makes the center molten.
a frozen solid disc of chocolate inside that you put into this thing. So that's the review. So I think that, that kind of...
But हम देसी, as you were talking about, हमारा ये है ना कि यार हर किसी को लगता है वो अच्छा गा सकता है, हर किसी को लगता है वो एक्टिंग कर सकता है, हर किसी को लगता है आरजे क्या है, आरजे तो बोलना ही है ना, माइक ऑन करो एक बारी आओ कभी, when the pressure of live radio goes on you, you know it's very easy to just sit and say मैं तो ये कर सकता हूँ. सचिन तेंदुलकर को हम एडवाइस दे सकते हैं, विराट कोहली को बोल सकते हैं तेज खेल तेरा स्ट्राइक रेट धीरे, तो हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं भाई देसी. वंस अगेन ज्ञान मैं इसलिए नहीं लेता हूँ ना देता हूँ.
So what do you do to deal with the stress that comes with the job? Like what is your escape? Your schedule is very hectic, your job is very hectic, you're in the limelight all the time, right? So what do you do for yourself to take that stress away?
And people think I travel for Instagram. I've said this so many times. You've no idea how many videos and photos I have on my phone that only close friends know. Upload choro, only close friends would know these stories. I live my life for stories. And it's gonna get a bit deeper. There's a song called Zinda by Amit Trivedi. Watch it. That entire song is my life's goal. That's it. Just listen to that song. Whenever you're feeling a little low, listen to that song. You live your life for stories, and that's how I live.
So that's what you do, travel.
Yeah. Travel, ab thoda workout hone lag gaya, because now I'm enjoying because if I'm a little stressed, I need to, past 1 year has been emotionally really a rough ride. So I've now worked out as well. I love working out. Feels so good after working out.
And you have a little dog as well.
Oh, little stupid dog. I love him to my life. I mean, my thing is, if I love you, I roast you.
They are stress busters, aren't they?
Oh
Definitely.
My God, he knows when I'm stressed.
Shall we make some shawarmas?
Yes. Shall we make some shawarmas? Question hai koi? Chalo.
So now we're going to make one of your favorite meals, but we're doing a cheat version of it. Something that you can whip up in minutes and you can do at home. Take some of the grain bread here. I'm just going to brush this with some ghee on the other side. Some hummus, whatever is left. And spread that. And then we're going to use some chipotle mayo. Nicely lather it up. Add some greens.
Not everybody can wrap a shawarma or a roll properly.
You're putting me on camera with this focus.
Vanessa. Yes. There you go.
There you go.
Oh my God, come to Papa.
Alright.
I'll put it in.
So we're gonna air fry this. That's our air fried.
Let us subscribe to this channel. I've waited 20 minutes to try this because they wanted to keep it aesthetic. I'll tell you what. I've never had ghee on the protein bread, the wrap.
It's good, huh?
Come here, boys. Come here. Anyone. Need come here. Okay. Good, right? Good, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Say it on the camera.
So that's another episode of The Fix by CurryFit. This has been a roller coaster with Parikshit, of course. Thank you so much for joining us and keep coming back for more.